Hey folks, this is Don Schaefer once again with you. Happy to be with you. And I've got something exciting for you today that I think is going to help maybe change your whole life, because what we're working on is personal transformation. This is a series of lessons, and we're coming with the understanding that we are all hardware born into this world that need the software to become who we are. And what we are and what you are today is because of the software that's been instilled and built in you since you were a young child. And that's where today we've got an upgrade. I'm calling it Success by Association 2.25. And it's going to be a powerful one, and this will give you an understanding of where you're at, and if you want change in your life, how to get that change. Because I think a lot of it is understanding the principles that God has designed each and every one of us and how to operate at our very best. The scripture we've been using since the beginning is in Romans chapter 12, verses 1 and 2, which tells us that we need to not be conformed to this world, but we need to be transformed by the renewing of our minds, that we can prove that perfect and good and acceptable will of God in our life, that we can become everything we were designed to be. And that's where if we get ourselves into a place where we can change our thinking, not as the world would have us. There's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of bad information out there, but God wants to change it and make it a lot better in our life. And if we can see this, if we can see these principles, our life can be a whole lot better. But I always like to start with a quote, and this one here I have from John Wooden. It says, "You will never outperform your inner circle." And that's interesting, because that's going to be a lot of what we're talking about here today, because it is about our inner circle. Success by Associations 2.25 is the upgrade. And that's where we need to realize that we could be one association away from changing our entire life. You need to fine-tune your associations and to add value to your thoughts, goals, and outcomes. It's all about the associations we have with other people. They are the ones who will lead or push us over the finish line. The people that we associate with are the ones. They're the drivers in our life. And we have to remember that whoever we allow to be in our relationship is critical in our life. It's critical. I know when we're young, as parents, we raise our children. We always are very cautious not to have our children with the wrong type of kids, because they pick up things. They start to act like the other kids. And a lot of times when I've seen bad behavior in my children, I'd say to myself, who have they been listening to? What have they been watching? Because we are programmed and are by association. And that's where, if we want to be successful, there is something here that needs to happen in our life. See, our relationships directly impact how we function in the world. You know, how we get the relationships we have with other people, they directly help us to function in this world. And you become defined by your relationships from very young on. It's your peer group, the people that you hung with. And I know myself, it's the people that I hung with that made the difference in my life. It's the way I seen life. We would talk about things, and we'd share how we saw life. And a lot of times, if you're with the wrong association, you're getting the wrong picture. To be successful, you must have good and proper relationships. We need to look at that. How are my relationships benefiting my life? Because success in my life requires it. And I know I talk to people a lot of times about their associations, and so many people want to be, everybody wants to be successful. And a lot of people, they get stuck and they say, why isn't it happening in my life? Well, who you been hanging with? Who you been associating with? Who you been talking to? You know, all these things impact us. You know, they either for the good or the bad, depending on what the circumstances might be. But if you're struggling in some area, you really need to take a good look at it. And if you're successful, you know, this is an area too that you can say, hey, you know what? I am successful in what I'm doing. I need to protect that. I need to make sure that I have my associations are good, because they, you know, make my whole life and what I'm doing. And that's where it's so important to have that understanding. People need who you spend the most time with influence you the most. So whoever you spend, and that's where family. You can't change your family. You're born in your family, but you know your friends, your peer group, the group that are around you, those you do have a choice with. Your family, I'll give you that. You know, you can't change your family. If they're negative, positive, whatever it might be, these are the people that you need to associate with. But it isn't just your family that you associate with. You need to get some positive influence into your life. And I know myself, I look at people, and if I can't do anything with their attitudes and I can't move them out of my life, well, I'm going to put a whole lot of positive stuff in my life, because I realize that I become a reflection. It's the other people's standards that you'll find yourself following. It's their ways of right and wrong that you'll see, and you'll follow that. And you'll keep finding yourself being judged by the company that you keep. People will judge you by who you hang with, who you hang around with, whatever the circumstances might be, good or bad. People will judge you by that. That's where to find the good group, to be the right person to be in the good group. That's where this whole series of classes is helping you to be the better you, to be the right person, so that you can hang with people and you'll be a positive influence with the people that you're hanging with, helping to change their life and helping them to become the person that's successful in life. You can work together at all this, and this is the group that will make or break you. This group that you hang with, this group by design that you put together. See, not getting the results you want in life, look at your closest relationships. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Hate to say this, but you might need to take a good look at the people in your life, and you might have to remove some people. Excuse me. Possibly you might need more and better friends in your life. And to be a friend, to have a friend, you got to be a friend. So, you need to be positive and exciting and passionate, all these things that have good morals and good principles, because what happens then, you direct people, you attract people of the same nature into your life. If you're down in the dumps and negative and grumbling all the time and everything, yeah, you're going to find a group of friends that probably do the same thing, and they're not going anywhere. But you want to be successful in life, and that's where we only have one chance in life. God gives us one chance to live life. And this is a principle here that if you can look at this and say, hey, you know what? It is success by association. Who have I been associating with? What have I been allowing to happen in my life? I want the best of my life. Maybe I need to move a couple characters around. Maybe I need to bring some people in. The average group of friends that, we must realize that it's your inner circle that brings the passion in your life. And that's where we have an inner circle. And they're the ones that bring passion in our life. But our inner circle are the people that are closest to us. And usually, when it comes to friends, you operate good in maybe about 5, maybe as high as 10 friends. Beyond that, you really can't put the time into having a close relationship. But, and that's where everybody else is the outer circle. The inner circle needs to be a good, passionate group of people, because this is where your drive in life comes from your inner circle. This is where the excitement comes in life, and this is where your success comes in life, from an inner circle of individuals. And you want key players, successful companies, successful groups, success in successful teams, whatever it might be. It comes from an inner circle of the right people. And that's where I'm encouraging you. It is success by association. Look at the people that you have in your inner circle, that you open up your life to, that they speak into you, because this is very important for you to advance in a good and to become the better you in life. It is also the people that you have in your inner circle that make you whole, that make you complete. They make you whole in your relationships. They make you whole in your finances, your emotions, etc., etc. They make you a complete person. That's where, in your inner circle, you could have a person that's good with finances, or a person that has a good understanding of relationships and shows all that. A person that is good with their emotions. They don't get angry. They handle things in a good, positive way. They're solid people. These are people you want in your life, because they will help you better your finances. I know I've got an individual I'm working with right now that is wanting to become successful in life, and he's got some friends, casual friends that are very successful. You know, they've got cottages, they've got a lot of stuff. And I told him, I says, you need to become good friends with these people. You need to find exactly what they're doing in life, how they found success in whatever area you wanted to go into, because they will help you. This is like going to school. I mean, you can go to college, you can go a lot of different things, but your inner circle, that is a teacher. That is a molder. You know, and that's where they help provide your faith, physical well-being, and they provide the love. Everything about you. They care about you. That's why your associations are ever so important, because these are people that are going to help complete you in life. And God knew this from the very beginning, and that's where it's a change of thought. You know, I mean, we use the word church, and sometimes it's used loosely. You know, it's sometimes just an organization for a lot of people to get together on Sunday and stuff. And I don't have nothing against all that. But you know, actually, when you look at life, success by association should be a group of people around you. You know, bringing God into your life, but a group of people around you that care about you, that love you, that will lift you up, that will help you, that will motivate you. Your close friends are truly the treasure that will help you succeed in life. These are the ones. You know, you can have a lot of people that you are casually acquainted with, that you know from this or that, and you're friends in a casual way, but your inner circle should be one that has a purpose, that cares about you, that together you take care of each other's needs, you nurture. See, this is a church process. This is what Jesus came into this world. He gave us the church. He wants to be the head. He wants to be the one that inspires and directs and guides and, you know, encourages us. But we need the people. You know, that's where we need to gather with good, solid association, because it is success. You know, no man is an island. We need people in our life, and that's where it's important for us. You know, sometimes our associations know us better than we even know ourselves. They know our needs. You know, you look at a close friend that spends some time doing things together, talking together, and this isn't casual now. This is an inner circle, you know, where they know you, you know, and if you have areas that you need encouragement, they will be there for you, because they know that the better you are, the better they are. You know, and the better they are, the better you are. And it all works together until everybody, it becomes better at what they're doing, and they're there to guide and support you in whatever you might do. They're the encouragement. They're not trying to tear you down, you know, and that's where you get some circles where people are not where they need to be. They're always trying to bring everybody down to where they're at. And you don't want that. You know, this is an association that's like a cancer sometimes in life, because you're constantly being held back. And that's where it's so important. You know, these are our friends and associations that will laugh with you, but they will also cry with you. They will feel things the way you feel it, because they are treasures. And that's where success by association is so important in our life. God gives us associations with others for a reason. And that's where I tell you today that if you're struggling in any way in life, if you are finding yourself, you know, not succeeding, whatever it is, to take a good look at your associations, to take a good look at the people that are in your life, because it is important. Again, you can't change your family. You know, if you're married, you can't change your spouse. You know, if you got kids or uncles and whatever, you can't change all that. Doesn't mean that you, I mean, as a husband and wife, that this doesn't come into play. But like, say Uncle Charlie, you don't have to spend a lot of time with Uncle Charlie. He's in association with you, but you need to develop a close inner group of good, solid people. And this is a process. This is a process to pray about and seek after. But that's my encouragement, and this is my upgrade, my software upgrade for this time, because I realize this is important. And if this resonates with you, you know, I ask for you to possibly like it. But if it's something that you feel that others need to hear, to possibly share this. And if you want to join our channel, that would be great too, because then you will get all the upgrades as I put them out. And hopefully together we can help each other to become the better you. And I thank you, and stay safe, and we'll see you next time. God bless.